I made a mistake in the video. When I say test, I mean the IB exam. Yeah, it's too late to go and fix that, so I'm just leaving this here. So yeah.
You know, there's something about IB kids that I just don't like. You know what I mean? Like, could be that the classes are too hard, that they don't know when to shut up, that they'll pay $119 to put themselves through the worst shit imaginable, right? And for those who don't know, IB stands for International Baccalaureate. Yeah. And it's supposed to be like, kind of like AP classes. Basically, it makes you look better for colleges, right? And it's just really weird. Like, why the fuck would you spend like hundreds of dollars? Right? It's just like $119. Sure, you got fee waivers, but if you don't got fee waivers, you're paying $119. You know how much $119 is? That's grocery money, bro. That's like, why would you pay like a week's worth of, almost a week's worth of groceries for like 3 people, 3 to 2 people, just to suffer? Bro, that's worse than buying an NFT, bro. Because like, when you buy an NFT, you get nothing. But when you buy an IB test, you get emotional damage. Right? And I know you might be thinking, I know you might be thinking, but Zinni, but Zinni, what about the fee waivers? Well, to the fee waivers, let me tell you this little tale about a friend of mine. We're gonna call him, Bo. There we go. We're gonna call him Bo. Right, Bo. Right, they were in an IB class, but they don't want to take the IB test, right? You know, you can opt out because nobody wants to pay $119 for that bullshit. Right, so they go up and they're like, hey, yo, I don't want to do this shit. And then the school, my school, was like, oh, what? You can't pay for the IB exams? Well, we'll pay for you. And she was like, wait, no, I'm serious. I don't want to take the test. Like, I legit, it's too much. I don't want that stain on my grade. Like, I know I'm gonna fail. Please don't. And the school was like, we're gonna pay for it anyway. We're welcome, you poor student. Feel knowledgeable and free educated. Right? And she was like, damn. She takes the test anyways. And then a few weeks later or something, school comes up and it's like, by the way, remember how we paid for your exam? Well, you're gonna have to pay us back through this 12-step process on a website that's been constantly updated so the instructions that we gave you aren't accurate. Yeah, so now they have to pay like $119. And that's another thing. I recently just found out that it's no longer $119. It's $130 on average. You know, growing up, my mom spent around $141 to $130 something on groceries. Like I said, again, that's grocery money. Right? You got no business spending that much on a test. Like, what kind of rationale is this? What kind of... Think about it. Right? The average IB student, right? We're not just talking about Bo here. Like, the average IB student is gonna have a little bit more tests than just one, right? Especially if they're taking, right? Like let me do the math real quick. Right? Because let's say IB exams coming up. You got an IB kid, each one of their 6 periods, because on average, school got 6 to 7 periods, right? Per day. So, 6 periods, 1 test for each. Right? That's around $600. That's more than $600, bro. Like, that's not... Ooh. Why? Where? For what purpose? Just to have a 10% chance of getting better to Harvard? I think not. how is that gonna help you get into Harvard anyway? There's probably some rich kid who's using his parents to get in there anyway. I mean, like, let's look at all the scandals that have been coming out. Kid of ex celebrity paid 300 grand to get in this school, paid this so much money to get into school. Like, what's even the point? Bro, like, that's too much. Better off going to community college. And it's thanks to IB that we're finally experiencing on the little tykes level the class divide. You know what I mean? Right? Because everybody I've talked to, from people who are former IB students to people who are still at IB to teachers who teach IB, have told me that a good chunk of IB kids just think they're so much better than everyone else. It's like, yes, I'm so much better. I'm in the class where I have to study 24/7 and get absolutely no free time. Like, congratulations, bro. You won the race that nobody started. But it's just so weird because, like, they're so... It's not, like, removed from reality. But I met one, she had no idea what a social security number was. Like, girl, get ready to get scammed and damned. Right, so how much is this actually benefiting them if they're getting all this book smart but not getting 1 ounce of street smart? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've met some IB kids and they nice. I've met some that are like cool as hell, but it's like, I just wonder, like, if I pulled up in a white van and just told them to get in, would they get in? If I told them, hey, you're gonna get an extra credit in your IB history class, and they just hop in there, would they get in? Right? I don't know. There's some people thinking, if they're listening, right? I know there's gonna be some people thinking, bro, no high schooler is dumb enough to see that. They seen Stranger Danger. They seen all this stuff. They done that. There's no way. There's no way. But keep in mind what I said earlier. Girly Pop had no idea what a social security was. Now imagine, if you will, you're a straight A student who craves academic validation. If you're in like a high tension, you miss one day, you'll drop 2 letter grades class, you're willing to do anything for that grade, bro. You don't even care who you have to look at or who you have to talk to. And not to mention, we live on the same planet as Floridians, dude. So, is it really so bizarre to think they would get in a van with a random stranger to save their grade? And I guess there's something to be said about, like, America's education system, you know, because, like, we're far below the top 10. We're around, like, 17th to 14th, you know. And I also think because the United States grading system versus Great Britain or, like, Canada is a lot harsher, you know, students don't really get to, you know, live life. You know, you gotta be focused on grades all the time. Right? Like, if you have 60% of your credits, that's an F. Right? And it's like, an F shouldn't be 60% of your grade, you know? Bro, I don't even know where this was going. This is supposed to be about IB students specifically, but this is getting philosophical. Philosophical. Is that right? Philosophical? Fuck, dude, I don't know. I ain't get paid for this shit. But yeah, anyways, quick recap. IB is stupid. It's too expensive. Kinda sus. And there's probably a deeper and more meaningful conversation to be had about it. But I'm 17, cuz I ain't gonna do that shit, bro. I don't got time. And plus, College Board would probably come and kill me if I got too close to their secrets. Yeah. Also, pay me money.